This isn't the first round of layoffs we've seen for Disney, and the way that they're going, it certainly won't be the last. Everything we've seen from Disney over the last several years has pushed fans away. It's pushed the audiences away. That's why they've had so many flops, so many failures, so many disappointments, whether it's in the box office or in streaming, or whether those very same people who used to go to the theme park each and every year religiously are deciding, you know what, I no longer want to support this company that clearly doesn't support families, that clearly doesn't support my values. We're seeing it everywhere with Disney. They've been hit hard, and now they're about to slash thousands of jobs. Woke Disney begins layoffs of 4,000 employees as part of $5.5 billion in spending cuts. Now remember, these were the layoffs that were expected to take place regardless of who was CEO or not, regardless of whether Bob Chapek was still there or whether Bob Iger had came back and forced Bob Chapek out. Those are still going forward. And reality is they're going to fire 4,000 people, but they're eliminating 7,000 jobs overall. So they're not going to be hiring people that they normally would have hired. And as we get closer to this day, there's more details coming out about who is going to be affected. And bottom line, it's virtually everywhere. From their ESPN department to the theme parks to just their overall entertainment slate. Nearly everything at Disney is going to be affected by these cuts, but this is the end result of focusing far more on agenda than on entertainment, focusing on virtue signaling instead of giving audiences and families what they want. And I don't think the big fight they had with the state of Florida is helping this at all. That was a big indicator to everyone. When a company is fighting with the state of Florida for the right for teachers to sexualize 5-year-olds, you know that there's something fucked up about that turned a lot of people off to Disney. And now they're having to deal with the ramifications. We know what's happened with their stock. We've watched this. It's still sitting down there below 100. And the idea that it's effectively right now at the same spot it was right after the COVID crash, right after they had to close their theme parks down, right after like the worst news we'd had for the economy in a very, very long time. Remember this? What was that? March? Yeah, March of 2020 is when it went on a boom, nightmarish drop. That's when everything closed. That's when Disney had to close down their theme parks. That's when the box office were closed. The worst of the worst news, right? Well, they made this comeback when they told everybody Disney Plus is going to be great, guys. Disney Plus, we're going to make so much money. Oh, wait. We're losing billions of dollars each and every quarter on Disney Plus because we don't have the numbers to support the money that we're putting into it. And it's just got worse and worse and worse, including the fight with the state of Florida, including families going away. And here we are, even after Bob Iger returning, and it's still sitting there at under 100. And that's one of the major reasons we're seeing these big cuts. We're seeing them have to slash jobs all around. With Disney's April 3rd shareholder meeting, a virtual affair this year, less than 2 weeks away, some clarity is emerging about the company's plans to reduce staff and cut costs. Insiders tell Deadline that multiple rounds of cuts are being prepared. The first one's targeted for late March, likely next week, March 30th or March 31st. According to sources, there will be a big wave in late April described as the big one or a bloodbath, when a large portion of the cuts are expected to come. Yes, a bloodbath at Disney with all of these layoffs. Information varies on the potential third round of layoffs. What might be one in late March, one in late April, while others note it could follow one in late April if deemed necessary. Disney didn't want to comment. Bob Iger revealed the scope of the cuts during the company's February 8th quarterly earnings call. Plans to let go of 7,000 staffers. 3% of the company's global workforce are not being taken lightly, Iger said. They're trying to save $5.5 billion in overall costs. They're expected to spread across the company's 3 divisions, entertainment, ESPN, and parks, experience, and products, with marketing and distribution including the disbanded Disney Media and Entertainment. I mean, something had to be done though, right? We've seen Universal take off and have a bigger share of the market, even here with the theme parks, which is their bread and butter, which they're still making money hand over fist in. Let's not get it twisted. But then you look at Disney Plus, as we've stated, you look at these reports that are coming out every quarter. Over the past 2 quarters, over the past 6 months worth of numbers, they've lost $2.5 billion on streaming. Billion, that's how much they're losing in just 6 months on Disney Plus and on all their other streamers. And then, of course, you look at the box office numbers. You look at the Marvel decreasing numbers. You look at the Ant-Man flop that just happened. You look at these family movies that they're supposed to be putting out. Strange World. You look at the failure of Lightyear. All of these things are losing, no joke, hundreds of millions of dollars targeted towards families. They are not responding. And it's not like people aren't going to the theater. People certainly are going to the theater, but it seems like not for these Disney products. So here we are, after years of woke failures, Disney once again forced to lay off thousands of people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.